Please form yourselves into lines for soma distribution. Thank you. Please form yourselves into lines for soma distribution. Thank you. Please form yourselves.
How many goodly creatures there are here. How beauteous mankind
Form
is.
yourselves into lines for soma distribution. Thank you.
Oh, brave new world.
In line, everybody. That's it, everyone. In line.
This soma is bad. It's poison. It hurts you.
Please don't do that,
take
Mr.
any.
Savage.
Soma makes you into slaves. It robs you of everything magical and special within you.
Mr. Savage, please don't do that.
You can never be free until you're free of soma.
Everyone be calm. There is an ample supply of soma enough for everyone.
I'm not going to let you take any more. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Don't you want to feel alive? Don't you want to feel free? Don't you want to feel the blood coursing in your veins?
Mr. Savage, don't do that.
This is poison!
Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage, please. Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage, they need their soma.
No, they don't.
Emergency. Heliofusion plant number 3. Send solidarity forces immediately.
It's gone!
Oh, Savage, please.
Now you can live. Now you can be human beings. Now you can feel. Now you can be alive!
Where's John? There. He's out of control. He's totally out of control. Let's get out of here. No. Let's help him.
There, stop them. It's all right now. We'll take care of everything. Ready to spray them with soma vapor. Cover them with anesthetic hypobeam. Bring up the synthal Muzak speaker.
Ready to synthocast. Voice of reason tape?
No. I think the voice of good feeling. Anti-riot speech number 2. Medium strength.
Yes, sir.
My friends, please, please, what is the meaning of this? My dearest friends, why aren't you all being happy and good together? Happy and good, at peace, be calm, please, please. I do want you to be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy. Now goodbye, my dearest, dearest friends. May the good Lord keep you and watch over you. Now
Destroy
goodbye, my
soma.
dearest.
We don't need your soma. We're free, right?
He's the one who caused it. The Savage.
Nevertheless, I'm afraid we'll have to take them all in. Will the 3 of you come along quietly, or must we anesthetize?
We'll come.
Thank you.
Pierce, thanks for having me.
Why do you want to deport me?
Well, we did it as a way to bring attention to the fact that we have all of these foreigners and the Russian government, the official Chinese government. Mao said political power goes out of the barrel of a gun. He killed about 80 million people because he's the only guy that had the guns. So we did it to point out that this is globalism, and the mega banks that control the planet and brag that they've taken over, in Bloomberg, AP, Reuters, you name it, brag that they're going to get our guns as well. They've taken everybody's guns but the Swiss and the American people. And when they get our guns, they can have their world tyranny while the government buys 1.6 billion bullets, armored vehicles, tanks, helicopters, Predator drones, armed, now in U.S. skies, being used to arrest people in North Dakota. The Second Amendment isn't there for duck hunting. It's there to protect us from tyrannical government and street thugs. Take the women in India. Your piece earlier on CNN I was watching during Anderson Cooper's show didn't tell you that the women of India have signed giant petitions to get firearms because the police can't and won't protect them. The answer is, hey, wait a minute, I have FBI crime statistics that come out a year late, 2011. 20+% crime drop in the last 9 years. Real violent crime, because more guns means less crime. Britain took the guns 15, 16 years ago, tripling of your overall violent crime. True, we have a higher gun violence level, but overall muggings, stabbings, deaths, those men raped that woman in India to death with an iron rod 4 feet long. You can't ban the iron rods. The guns, the iron rods, Pierce, didn't do it. The tyrants did it. Hitler took the guns. Stalin took the guns. Mao took the guns. Fidel Castro took the guns. Hugo Chavez took the guns. And I'm here to tell you, 1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms. Doesn't matter how many lemmings you get out there on the street begging for them to have their guns taken. We will not relinquish them. Do you understand? That's why you're going to fail, and the establishment knows no matter how much propaganda, the Republic will rise again when you attempt to take our guns. My family in the Texas Revolution against Santa Anna, my family was at the core on both sides starting that because Santa Anna came to take the guns at Gonzales, Texas. Pierce, don't try what your ancestors did before. Why don't you come to America? I'll take you out shooting. You can become an American and join the Republic. And Hitler used semi-autos to kill people.
Why would you not?
And so did Mao.
Why would you?
Why is the government arming to the teeth against us?
Alex, I don't
What about Fast and Furious?
Alex,
why did our government ship guns into
down.
Mexico?
Alex.
To blame the Second Amendment?
Let's have a debate.
A false flag?
Alex.
To blame the Second Amendment?
I get accused.
Why'd they blow up Building 7 down the street here in New York?
I get accused when I get you guys on of talking over you, of being rude. I'm trying to be civil. Yeah. Right? You've got to try and answer something. Why do people need them?
They need them to protect us from the #1 killer in history. Government in the 20th century, university study out of Hawaii killed 292 million people. It's called democide. Google it, folks.
Do you believe everyone in America should everyone
the news with them? Don't you want to protect your wife from hoodlums, or you want to call the police?
Let me ask you this question.
Why does Dianne Feinstein tell 60 Minutes that she plans to try to take Mr. and Mrs. America's guns?
Stop talking over me.
You guys want to disarm all of America.
No, I don't.
Dianne Feinstein's bill does gun confiscation.
No, let me clarify for you. You don't seem to understand.
First you register, then you confiscate. It's always done the same.
Here's what the... Alex.
Suicide pills. I can speak in this accent as well.
Yeah.
Mass murder pills.
Okay.
So people are freaked out. They're like, Jesus, who is this guy? But the funny thing is, I saw it and I was like, yeah, that's Alex Jones. Mass murder pills. Great white sharks, but they can't swim.
That sounds like the ravings of a fascist. That's what that sounds like. And quite honestly, I believe that's what that guy is.
Their paranoid fear of a possible dystopic future prevents us from addressing our actual dystopic present. We can't even begin to address 30,000 gun deaths that are actually, in reality, happening in this country every year because a few of us must remain vigilant against the rise of imaginary Hitler.
Look, I am fired up about liberty because I realize that the Second Amendment is only one small part of our rights being usurped. If the government was only coming after my Second Amendment, I wouldn't be as worried. But I happen to know that eugenicists, globalists, run our government now, and they have a plan to bankrupt our country under Agenda 21. And I think that this has benefited the larger debate, and I think it shows that some Americans are threatened by somebody being angry and focused, shows that America is in a trance. America has become passive with drone killings and secret arrest and NDAA and banker bailouts and Wall Street corruption, and it's time to get a pulse again. As Howard Beale said in Network, it's time to get mad. It's time to say, I'm a human being, God damn it. My life has value. I want you to go to the window. I want you to stick your head out. And I want you to say, I'm as mad as hell. And I'm not going to take this anymore. My life has value. A lot of people say, just leave us alone. I don't care about the inflation and the Russians and the shootings and the crime in the streets. Just leave us alone. Let us have our steel-belted radios and our toasted and our TiVo and our iPads and leave us alone in our living rooms. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad.
I want you to realize the American dream is becoming a nightmare, and our liberties are being systematically eradicated. Major universities call us one of the worst police states in the world. They're openly trying to curtail internet freedom. Even mainstream news admits that. We're losing our liberties. Global megabanks are exempt from all the laws they foist on us. The offshore megabanks don't even hardly pay taxes, but lobby to raise taxes on us here domestically so that they can simply extract our wealth out in corporate welfare. Learn about the New World Order. Learn about the globalists and how they fund fascists, communists, and socialists. Anything that's centralized. Learn about eugenics and the cancer viruses and the vaccines. Learn about the GMO designed to sterilize you. Learn. I mean, I've got John P. Holdren's own book right here. Hell, let me show it to you right here.
All right, Alex. I think that's about.
They put poison in the water. Poison in the water. This is a normal response to this. This is how they should have responded to Hitler.
I do like how this now sounds like a WWF promo, but I think we're going to have to let it go there. Thank you, Alex, so much for joining us.
You're in danger. Everybody watching. They control both parties. Wake up. Get out of your trance.
All right. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex. Hope you have.
I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. Punks are running wild in the street, and there's nobody anywhere who seems to know what to do, and there's no end to it. We know the air is unfit to breathe, and our food is unfit to eat. We sit watching our TVs while some local newscaster tells us that today we had 15 homicides and 63 violent crimes, as if that's the way it's supposed to be. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living rooms. Let me have my toaster and my TV and my steel-belted radios, and I won't say anything. Just leave us alone. Well, I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't want you to protest. I don't want you to riot. I don't want you to write to your congressman because I wouldn't know what to tell you to write. I don't know what to do about the depression and the inflation and the Russians and the crime in the street. All I know is that first, you've got to get mad. You've got to say, I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
So what's happened? Well, the Illuminati has infiltrated our intelligence community. It's not only infiltrated the intelligence community, it's infiltrated every level of society. It's not just the Illuminati by itself, it's Illuminati-satanic cults. The satanic cult problem in this country is serious, and it dovetails across the board with the drugs, pornography, prostitution, and other nefarious activity. In 1773, the Rothschild family commissioned a fellow named Adam Weishaupt to come up with the goals to take over the world. On May the 1st, it's a communist holiday, by the way, of 1776, Adam Weishaupt announced the 25 goals. The number 8th goal was to corrupt the youth through sex and drugs. Number 12 rule was to elect their own people, elect Illuminati to offices. I'm sure they've done that in Washington. And number 13 was to control the press. The 14th goal of the Illuminati I find very interesting because it fits right into Pearl Harbor, Jack Kennedy, Waco, World Trade Center 93, Oklahoma City bombing, the 9/11 attacks. The 14th goal of the Illuminati is to create a crisis and then come in and pretend like you are the savior. And that's what's happened in order to pass the anti-terrorism legislation.
Get mad, because if you don't get mad and take action, they're going to go ahead and decide to take us down to zero. I don't want to be a slave. Stand up to them. Don't you want to be free?
You can call me crazy. You can call me anything you want. But don't say you weren't warned. And don't say you weren't told. given your choice.